cannot catch obesity. It is not a cold. And what this means is that once you have lost the weight back, the only way that you go back is if you allow it to happen. For context, I was on a call with a client this week who's down about 60 pounds, and he's hitting new lows, numbers he hasn't seen in years, and a fear crept in that shows up for a lot of people who lose a significant amount of weight. What if I gain it all back? As you can imagine, I've had this conversation probably 100 times at this point, if not more. So I gave him the same answer that I give most people who are in his situation. You would have to choose to go back. Getting back to your old weight is a series of decisions, and every decision runs through you. Now, I totally understand why the fear comes up, because if you have lost weight before and watched it come back, sometimes it can feel like the pounds have a mind of their own. And additionally, there's an entire narrative in the health world right now that feeds into this fear, because obesity gets talked about like something that is external to you, and again, something that you catch almost like it's a virus. Additionally, right now it seems to be the only defense for this magical virus is a medication that you inject for the rest of your life, which is very convenient framing for the people who are selling the injection. But if you pause and really consider it, you realize that this narrative is quietly building the belief in you, if you let it, that your weight is out of your control. Now, of course, there are rare situations and medical anomalies where weight gain can largely be out of your control. But for the vast majority of people watching this, the solution to preventing weight regain is simply maintaining the high-quality behavioral choices that got the weight off in the first place. To put this plainly, your weight tomorrow is largely a result of the choices that you make today. So in order to end up back where you started, you would simply have to stop doing all of the things that got you there in the first place. For example, you'd have to stop weighing yourself entirely. Or you'd have to actually watch the scale climb week after week and decide to do nothing about it. So what does this mean for you? Well, what I would encourage you to do is avoid falling into the trap that obesity is like a cold that you catch. Adopt extreme ownership over your choices and your outcomes. And if you choose to look at this through the correct lens, it should actually feel empowering. Because what this means is that the possibility of achieving sustainable weight loss lies entirely within you. And so when the fear that the weight is going to sneak back on creeps in, remind yourself that it cannot possibly sneak back on. You have to allow it to happen. Now, if you need help figuring out exactly how many calories you should be eating to lose weight and eventually keep it off long term, comment the word calories below and I will send you my free weight loss calorie calculator.